Like, the first thing that they notice about you when they haven't seen you in a while is like, oh, you gained some weight. But it's just like, think about behind it. Like, people don't just get big for no reason. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl No Fury. And I'm coming back to you with another video. If this is your first time here, welcome. Here we love all things makeup and all things random. This is also a no judgment zone, so feel free to click that subscribe button down below, as well as the bell to let you know whenever I upload another video, son. Let's get into the video. So this video is going to be kind of different. I thought about doing my makeup to this video, but I don't really want to. I'm gonna just jump right into it. This video, as you can see by the title, is going to be about me losing my confidence while I gained weight. Yeah, elephant in the room. I want to start off me talking about myself by saying you are beautiful. We are all beautiful. You know, we're all beautiful in God's form, in his way. However we can, it's completely 100% natural to be unhappy with the way that you look. But just know that you are beautiful to the next person. So it's just like, try not to be so hard on yourself. I have to tell myself that all the time. Like, we all pick and nick at our insecurities, and it can really get us down. I am beautiful. I just gained weight. So I wrote some notes here so I don't get off topic. Basically, I want to get into what I used to look like. Let's break that down. So I'll probably insert something here or here. What I used to look like. I used to be a size 7. Okay, size 7, 120 pounds, maybe to like 135 pounds. That's the most that I weighed. And I'm talking like mainly like high school, graduating high school. That was my weight. I used to just, you know, go to Forever 21, pick me out a size 27 jeans, wear medium shirts. That's not the case anymore. I feel like ever since I gained weight, I really lost the way how I carried myself. In high school, going into hair school, I used to be very prissy. That's the only word that I can really, I don't know. I used to just carry myself very well. I used to be very pretty. Like, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but I used to be very girly, my outfits used to be very girly, very, I don't know. I don't know. I used to stay with my hair done. You would never see me with my hair not done. Stay with my hair done. Stay with a quick weave. Stay with a sew-in. Stay with my hair looking nice. And that's just how I was. I just loved how I looked in that moment. Then things changed. I feel like I covered a lot of shit up by dressing up, you know, being very prissy, make sure my image was always 100%. I used to wear makeup all the time. I tell people now, I don't even wear makeup at the house. I wear makeup specifically for artistic expression. I don't wear it at the house. I used to wear makeup all the time. So I'm going to talk about the weight gain. I went from, I went from a solid 125, 135 to my current weight of now, which is 202. Okay, this didn't all happen at once. This all didn't happen in a year. It did happen over a sporadic of probably like 3 to 4 years. I was a solid 190. Like, it wouldn't fluctuate past 190 until quarantine happened, but I'm gonna get into that later. Where did it start from? I feel like a lot of my weight gain came from stress from high school. Like, I feel like it started kind of like my senior year. I didn't know what my life was going to end up like, because I didn't want to go to college. My grades weren't good enough for college. Going out of high school, I think something else that contributed was my dad. I found out that my dad was sick around like 2014, 2015-ish. I found out my dad was sick with cancer. He had cancer of the esophagus, basically like within his esophagus connected to his stomach. Found out my dad was sick. That was a melting point where I just broke down and I started gaining weight. I definitely feel like hair school made me gain weight as well. We used to always go out and get fast food for lunch. I would never pack lunch just because, and you know, I would pack lunch and I just wouldn't eat it. I would just go eat out just because, you know, we were getting out of school for lunch and we would just ride around. Like, it was fun. But that definitely took a toll. Like, I noticed some of my school uniforms weren't fitting correctly. And then unfortunately, while I was in hair school towards the end, my dad passed away from cancer. He did go into remission and then it came back with a vengeance and he passed away. That was like the focal point. I couldn't focus on my work. I would go home and leave school in the middle of the day with no explanation. And then I just couldn't stop eating. Like, I was literally emotionally eating. Like I was trying to fill a void. I don't know if it was because of guilt, but I just couldn't stop eating. It was just really, really, really rough. Another thing that I felt contributed to my weight gain was forgiving myself for certain situations. I have anxiety, so a symptom of anxiety is always feeling guilty for doing things. Even when we're truly sorry, you know, those of us with anxiety, we still think about it, still trickles in our mind. Even if we had good intentions, if we apologize, all cut and dry and done, we still think about it. So I'm that type of person. I just kept feeling guilty for certain things that happened in my life and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So that made me gain even more. I think maybe 2014 to 15ish, I was like 180. And then when 2016 hit, like after my dad passed, I think that's when I started entering like the 185, 190 family. And I just stayed there and never went away. Like, I never got rid of the 190s. Me living with my mother after my father passed away, it was me, my mother, my little brother, and my husband. At the time, he was my boyfriend. We stayed with my mom. My mom had a lot of things going on with her as a whole. And it wasn't her fault. She was just very stressed. My mom's been taking care of us since we were little, like as a single parent. So my mom, she has anxiety as well, but she doesn't really think of it as that. She thinks of it as bad nerves. But she would just be hectic and it would make me hectic. And it was just kind of a toxic environment for me to live in at that time frame. I just had a lot going on. I had toxic jobs. You know, being a hairstylist, you're around positive people and you're around negative people. Unfortunately, I picked a job where a lot of the hairstylists around me were negative, always putting me down, not really understanding why. Like, when my anxiety shows through, it shows as me being aggressive or like pushing you away. And some people just take that as you being a bitch or you being lazy or you just not wanting to talk. And, you know, it was just, this is a lot. You know, having an eating disorder, you know, it's more than being bulimic. It's more than being anorexic. You can definitely have an eating disorder from overeating as well. And I definitely think I do have that. And I am working on it. And it is not fun. Like, eating so much and then afterwards you just feel so guilty and so little, like so small. It's a lot. I'm a firm believer of whatever you have going on inside your body, it shows on the outside. So like, for example, acne. When you eat a lot of oily food, a lot of sugar, your acne pokes through your face. So I feel like if you have something going on mentally or stress wise, it shows. Like, you can lose weight or you can gain weight. And I definitely feel like my physical appearance shows my depression and everything that I've been through. And I don't want to be this person anymore, you know? I don't want to show what I've been through anymore. Like, I just feel like this is what, you know, like, I used to just be so prissy, like, from the pictures that you guys have seen. Like, I just miss that part of myself so much. And it's literally so stressful. Life can just really hit you with a curveball sometimes. It can just really, really change you. And then another thing, like, being insecure is the fact that, like, you know, you have all these friends that have kids and a lot of them snap back. And, you know, some of them do, you know, are upset about how they look. But it's just like, you know, you have a reason. Like, you had a baby, like, you carried a whole child. And it's like, I gained this weight from being sad, from being depressed, for being in a dark space. And it's just like, you know, even though I'm out of that dark space now, it's still a reflection on my body. Like, I'm still looking at it each and every day. So it just gets really hard sometimes. My husband makes me feel so beautiful, like, each and every day. Like, whenever I do stress out because my jeans don't fit or my shirts don't fit, he, you know, he's just like, you know, you're beautiful. You know, don't even sweat it. Like, you know, you'll always be beautiful in my eyes. Like, it's very important to have a support system when you're going through things like this. When you have someone you're constantly telling you that you're getting fat, you need to put the fork down. A lot of people don't realize, like, the first thing that they notice about you when they haven't seen you in a while is like, oh, you gained some weight. But it's just like, think about behind it. Like, people don't just get big for no reason. To me, I mean, there are people who are lazy, but when you have a dramatic transformation where you don't look like yourself, like how you used to anymore, you went through a life change. Just like how when you lose weight, you went through a life change. When you gain a lot of weight, you went through a life change. And they can be good or bad. But people don't realize that. They just like poke at your insecurities without even thinking about stuff like that. So it's important to have a support system where people support you and your mental state and what you're doing. Don't be around people that add fuel to the fire, that constantly want to give you fast food, constantly, you know, put food in front of you to eat, constantly talk about things that put you in this situation in the first place. It's very, very important to not be around people like that. You want a solid support system that supports you with your decision, with your body, or anything else. So yeah, I'm a work in progress, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, stay furious. This shit made me look like I ain't got no neck. I have a neck. Stay furious. Bye.